Hello and welcome to Estoril, Portugal, host for the start of the Estoril Portimao Marrakesh Rally, round 3 of the FIA World Cup for cross-country rallies, and this year with an exciting new format. 8 legs totalling almost 3,900 kilometres, 1,800 kilometres of competitive stage, but most importantly of all, the event which was formerly known as the Trans-Iberico Rally now encompasses another continent, going back to Africa. The 3 legs in Portugal will be, first of all, concluding with 5 on African soil. From Nador, the convoy will head south, stopping in some classical bivouacs from the Dakar, El Rashida, Zagora and Marrakesh. It'll be like a mini old-style Dakar going from Europe into Africa. We'll be following every leg of the rally here on Eurosport with daily 30-minute highlight shows at 2400 Central European time if you're watching on Eurosport International. And if you're watching on British Eurosport, just keep an eye on the schedules of slightly different timings. Leg 1 took place today, 540 kilometres from Estoril to Portimao, 2 special stages totalling around 175 kilometres. So a bit of bad news, unfortunately, before the rally started. Number 1 seed Cyril Desprez withdrawing due to injury. So Cyril says, I left Lisbon in 2008 when the Dakar was cancelled. I've come back this year, but only to support my Portuguese teammate Ruben Faria. 2 weeks ago I hurt myself with a big cut on my left elbow, and last week I ran at the Sardinia Rally and really suffered, even though I finished the race. So after the race, I went to see my doctor in Perpignan, and he said it's not advisable to compete here. It's too risky. So it's a bit frustrating to be here, see all the competitors making their last adjustments for the race, as I know I will stay here as a spectator, but that's life. So withdrawal of Desprez, Ruben Faria will be the only rider for the Works KTM squad. The pressure is on for him to get a good result, and whilst he'll relish the opportunity to lead the team, he isn't mentally prepared for the team leader role, originally coming here as a water carrier for Desprez. So saying, I don't know if I'm psychologically ready to compete for the win instead of Cyril, because I came here as a teammate and not as a team leader. But physically I'm ready, but I need to change my mindset to be ready to win the race. I hope everything will be okay for me. I hope to arrive in Morocco with a good position. My bike is a bit heavy for the Portuguese roads, but my main goal is to have a good pace in Morocco, where I'm sure the win will be decided. And maybe I can arrive in Marrakesh as a winner. Helder Rodriguez, leading Yamaha rider on the lighter 450 machine, 7 times a national enduro champion, and 4th on this year's Dakar. He will definitely be one to watch, especially when the stages get to Africa. A lot of the riders thinking that really all you can do is lose the event whilst you're in Portugal, and you're going to need to wait until the open roads, the classical stages of Morocco. Of course I will try to win, hope to finish at least on the podium. Because of that, my main goal is to arrive in the top 5 for each stage. On the other hand, I know I'm here to gain experience, and for me a race which starts in my own country before finishing in Morocco is a dream come true. Paulo Goncalves, BMW sponsored by Vodafone, had a big shunt on the Dakar this year, broke a collarbone and had to withdraw, now fully recovered. And whilst he has a lot of experience on the Portuguese soil to call on, he's looking forward to the Moroccan stages. He says, I don't particularly know these Portuguese stages, I don't know if I could perform on them, but in Europe there's more indication on the road, so I hope to have a good pace. But it's in Morocco that the race will be done, with no indications on the track, so you should use the road book more, and also you can run faster. I hope to be competitive there, and I hope to finish on the podium. David Casto, number 103, riding the Sherco all-carbon bike, previous teammate to Desprez, and just 5 days ago finishing Rally Sardinia, a round of the FIM Cross Country Rally Series for bikes. Luis Correa, normally a motocross rider, current national champion in class in Portugal. Jose Manuel Pelica won the Africa race in 2009, which used to follow the original Dakar route. And Mario Petreo, 2009 Portuguese off-road champion. Just some of the local riders who will be hoping to make an impact on this event. Last minute preparations before scrutineering, getting ready for the race to start and ready to head on over the podium and into the first stages. 2 stages to be run on day 1, a super special of only 4 kilometres, and then a much longer stage, 170 kilometres. And the bike's heading off this morning at 2 minutes past 6 AM. So a very, very early start and a long day for all the guys. But fun as well, not too much pressure at this time in the day, heading out, ready to get the event underway. Plenty of fans around. This event's been run for many years now, but this is the first time it's headed into Africa. It's been in Portugal and it's been into Spain as well. And moving on to some of the cars, again waiting for their technical checks. We're going to be catching up with some of the lead seeds. So Linod Novitsky, leader of the World Cup standings, full spec Dakar BMW X3. It's a very interesting rally for us, like the Trans-Iberico rally was. And for the moment we're leader of the Cross Country Rally World Championship, and we hope to score maximum points on this race. We're ready to start, but we will see. We're sure it's a good idea to mix the Portuguese roads with the Moroccan tracks. So Felipe Campos, Portuguese driver in another full-spec BMW X-Ray machine.
It's the first time that I go to Morocco. It's the first experience that I have to do. But for me, this race is two stages, Portugal and Morocco. In Portugal, I try to win. In Morocco, I try to learn. I hope to have a good classification, and that's all.
Miguel Barbota in the Mitsubishi Lancer, a brand new car built for Baja races in Portugal. It's a brand new car made especially for the Baja, the small races we have in the Portuguese Championship. It's a real performance car. We've already done some races in Portugal. The car was designed to do the Baja, so it's very easy to drive but powerful. And for us, the Morocco stage will be a surprise. The car is not for that, but we will see. For us, the most important is to perform on the Portuguese stages, and after that, we'll see what we can do on the longest stages with the sand in Morocco. Helder Oliveira, Portugal, and the Nissan Pathfinder.
I'm expecting a completely different race from last year. So last year we had Portugal and Spain, and now even the Portuguese track is very different because we go south. It's very different for going into Spain. And then Morocco, it will be completely different for the much of the drivers that are here. It will be the first experience in the sand, in the desert. For me, it's not this case. I already made some races there, so I have some good expectations of making a good result in the end.
So Eric Vigaro
second year, so we
in the
cannot
Chevrolet
expect less.
Silverado pickup.
We always want to try more. More, it's to win, so it's not easy. But I really think that it's possible to get to Marrakesh in the podium.
Sorry, still with Oliveira. Now moving on to Vigaro with the Chevrolet Silverado pickup. It's more like an American-style Baja vehicle. Open cockpit, full-face helmet. It's very, very dirty work indeed, but should be a fantastic piece of kit. He says his strategy is going to be to drive flat out, and then after that, we'll be careful. More seriously, we'll be very careful on the Portuguese stages. I'm happy to come to Portugal. I've done a lot of Baja in the Portuguese tracks when I was riding quads. The race offers everything I love because we'll go to Morocco with long stages and dunes, which is perfect landscape for our car. Last week we won the 24 hours of Morocco, 4 stages of 6 hours, and we decided to make again some proof that we're competitive and keep the momentum with some good results.
d'enfoncer le clou et de faire un très bon résultat sur cette course.
Quels vont être, selon vous, vos principaux
who are your main
rivaux, parce que
opponents in this race?
quand même d'être un petit peu tendu en piste. Il y a quand même du beau monde.
Oui, définitivement, ce seront les véhicules.
The ex-factory cars, Mitsubishi and BMW. We showed at the Tunisia rally we could drive as quick as they are. We had a stage victory, but you know, it's a cross-country rally. You never know what's going to happen. The route is long to Marrakesh. We'll do our best, and we hope that we may make a podium at the end. Fantastic bar truck, lovely sounding V8 noise as well. A real mixture of engines in these cars, of course, diesels and petrols. Diesel's been very popular over recent years, winning the Dakar with VW now for 2 years in a row. As we join Cyril Desprez and Ruben Varrier just discussing the stage. Cyril's going to give us a bit of a rundown of what he thinks the stages are going to be like. A really good mix. We know in Portugal we have stages very special, very technical, twisty and tricky, ideal for Baja and certain types of vehicles. And after, in Morocco, competitors will face more off-road rally stages, longer and faster with a lot of navigation and very hot. It's an interesting rally because it's a mix of two typical kinds of landscapes and focuses on the specialties of bike riding and car driving. So, we're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll be looking at Super Special Stage 1 and Stage 2. Join us in a moment.
In our tradition, when butterflies come, it is the sign that special ones will arrive. We always greet special people like you because your coming is our happiness. It's time to visit Indonesia.
Don't miss a minute of top-notch tennis from the French Open. Follow all the action and your favorite stars at Roland Garros with the exclusive multi-court service from Eurosport Player. Choose the matches you want to watch both live and on demand. To find out more, go now to eurosportplayer.com.
Get Age of Empires 3, World Series of Poker or Doodle Jump now. Just send the keyword of your favourite game to the number next to your country's flag and join the Jumbo subscription now.
Heb je een Nederlands nummer, sms dan euro met de bijbehorende code naar 4636.
Para España solo tienes que enviar euro y el número que elijas al 35235.
For Norge, send euro og nummeret til 2125.
Welcome back to our coverage from Estoril Portimao Marrakesh Rally, Leg 1. So today, just a day for getting settled in, a 4-kilometre super special, followed by a 170-kilometre proper special stage. But all you're going to do is lose the event in Portugal. It's important to make it across to Africa. That's where everybody always used to say the Dakar started, and you can see from our interviews in the first section that all the riders and drivers thinking the same. So Felipe Campos, home crowd, third fastest, said he wanted to attack the stages.
And the car is okay, and I hope we have a good time, and second, third place, I think, and in the next stage I hope to finish in the Portimao in first.
Ricardo Leal dos Santos with Paulo Fiuza sat alongside him, very surprised to be second fastest in the older BMW X5. Difficult to muscle the car around this short sprint stage, especially for the spectators this were, and there were a lot of them about. Said he went hard, the prologue went well, and this afternoon I'm going to down the pace a bit because my car is for Africa. It's not prepared for narrow technical stages such as these. You see the car really pitching and rolling about, very tight and twisty stuff. Great natural arena for the spectators to come and watch in. And a fantastic start for the Portuguese pairing in front of their home crowd.